What do you do when someone keeps dragging you into their marriage problems, even when you never asked to be part of it? I didn't want to know what was wrong with my neighbor's marriage. I used to think being friendly with your neighbor was a good thing. You greet each other, smile when you pass, maybe borrow sugar once in a while. Nothing deep, nothing complicated. That was before I met Linda. Linda lives 2 houses away from mine. We are both married, about the same age, and at first our conversations were harmless. Small talk, weather complaints, quick laughs about noise or power outages. But slowly, something changed. One afternoon, she knocked on my door with swollen eyes. I thought something terrible had happened. Maybe an accident, maybe bad news. Instead, she sat on my couch and said, "Can you imagine what my husband did yesterday?" I listened. I nodded. I gave polite responses. I thought it was just a bad day. I was wrong. From that day on, Linda turned me into her unofficial marriage counselor. Every time we met, she had a story. Her husband didn't come home early. Her husband didn't listen. Her husband forgot something. Her husband said something wrong. At first, I felt sorry for her. Marriage can be hard. We all have moments we don't understand our partners. But then it became too much. She would stop me outside my gate when I was clearly in a hurry. She would text me long messages late at night. She would sigh deeply and say, "You're lucky. Your husband seems calm. Mine is impossible." That sentence always made me uncomfortable. Because the truth is, no marriage is perfect, mine included. I didn't want comparisons. I didn't want opinions planted in my mind. And most of all, I didn't want another woman's marital frustrations becoming noise inside my own home. One evening she came over again. This time she didn't even ask if I was busy. She sat down and started talking immediately. "I think my husband is changing," she said. "Don't you think when a man starts acting quiet, it means something is wrong?" I smiled politely, but inside I was screaming. "Why are you asking me this? Why do you want me involved? Why are you bringing your doubts into my peace?" I realized something very important in that moment. Not every conversation is healthy. Not every shared story is harmless. Some stories carry weight, and if you're not careful, you start carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours. After that day, I started creating distance. Not aggressively, not rudely. I simply became unavailable. If I saw her coming, I pretended to be on a phone call. If she texted, I replied late and briefly. If she knocked, I said I was busy. At first, I felt guilty. I asked myself, am I being a bad person? Am I heartless? But then I remembered something my mother once told me. You are not required to be emotionally available to everyone. I didn't hate Linda. I didn't wish her marriage harm. I just didn't want her marriage living rent-free in my mind, because I've seen what happens when women overshare the wrong things with the wrong people. Advice turns into judgment. Listening turns into influence. And suddenly you're questioning your own relationship for no reason at all. One day Linda finally asked me, "Have I done something wrong?" "You seem distant." I took a deep breath. I didn't tell her everything. I didn't accuse her. I didn't shame her. I simply said, "I've learned to protect my peace. Some conversations make me anxious, and I'm trying to avoid that." She was quiet. I don't know if she understood. I don't know if she was offended. But I knew something important. I had chosen myself. Since then, my home feels lighter. My thoughts feel clearer. My marriage feels untouched by outside noise. I've learned that boundaries don't mean you don't care. They mean you care enough about your mental space to protect it. And now, when I see Linda, we smile, exchange greetings, and keep moving. That's enough. Because not every story needs an audience, and not every marriage problem needs a listener. especially when that listener never asked to hear it.